And for Off the Block, I'm Vane Lopes, and we are now joined by Grand Canyon University men's volleyball coach Jeremy Price after pushing USC to the limit in their season opener, a tough loss in 5 games. And Coach, I know that there's no moral victories for you, but you have to feel pretty good about the way your team played tonight.
I'm happy with how we competed. We had some chances where we might have packed it in, but we competed hard the entire night, and it may not have been the prettiest match, and most opening night matches probably aren't, but I think it was a fun match to watch. It was certainly draining, I think, for both teams, and it was an exciting way to start the season. We just felt a little bit short in that fifth set.
Yeah, and Coach, talking about before that fifth set, that fourth game, you wound up winning at 35-33. For a coach, what is that like on the sidelines when you're in, just a lengthy overtime match like that?
Well, I was thinking that after a certain point, I think after the early 20s, both Ferg and I had both our timeouts. I think I had one sub left, which I wasn't gonna use. So at that point, it's in the hands of your players, and it's really in the hands of in the minds of how they train and what we've done in our training. And so at that point, it's really up to them. You don't have a lot of control. There's not a lot of time between points to make too many adjustments, and you just let the guys play. And it was battle. We had a fair amount of set points. They took the ad and got a couple, and then we took it back and closed out that fourth set.
Yeah. And, pushing a team like USC to 5 games, what type of message do you feel that this may send the rest of the nation about Grand Canyon volleyball?
We're still a relatively young program, but, we have pretty high expectations of ourselves. We play in a really good conference, and that's, won the national championship 2 out of the last 4 years, and we've got to compete like this every night in our conference. And so, USC is very good. And I think maybe a little bit of their experience paid off down the end, or coming down the stretch of the end game of that fifth set. I think it was 8-6 and then 9-7, and then they went on a nice run to end it. And they have a fair amount of experience on the team, but they battled really hard, and they had their first set. I think they gave under 10 points in the first set, which certainly helped us take the first set. And then I thought they played really well the second and third. Fourth set was just a great battle, and they played really efficiently, really exciting out in the fifth set.
And Coach, talking about some of your players in particular, John Schaefer, it looks like that he just lives in the gym, in the weight room with his build out there. Can you just talk about, how you were able to get him from Limestone, and really what do you think that he can provide to, your team this year after having 20 kills in the season opener?
We'll see. In terms of getting him, I don't think I really didn't do anything. He played here. Limestone came out last year, and we played a pretty good match environment. And he, the day after his season ended, I got an email from him and said, I've already applied to your school. I want to get closer to my home in Southern California, and I really like the match environment that we played in. We had a good crowd when they came here, and the band and the cheerleaders and the students, and he really embraced that atmosphere and said he wanted to be a part of it. I said, great. I said, as soon as I get a release, I'll be happy to talk to you. And we got the release and the permission to transfer right away. And I really didn't have to do anything to get him, but we're certainly glad we got him. And he's a fun guy to be around. He's obviously a very physical presence. He's a good leader. He came in to our team, came in the middle of the summer, started working hard, and we recognized that, and he's actually one of our captains.
And Coach, talking about another player on your team, the center position, you were able to go with both Maxwell and Milstein throughout various points at this match in the center position. I know going into the season this was going to be a little bit of a battle for you, but what did you see from both guys tonight as both of them are competing for that starting center position?
I thought Michael got us off to a good start and served pretty aggressively. He actually blocked really well for us. I thought he did a nice job. The third set, we with where we were offensively in the third set, and then the first set I just made a couple bad choices. I said, let me get Tanner in the match. They've been competing hard going forward, and I think they're going to continue to compete. We've got a very competitive battle, and they're guys that both want to be out on the floor, which is going to provide some, I think, very healthy competition in the practice gym.
Yeah. And Coach, you kind of look at the atmosphere around this match. From just the television view alone, it looked like you had a really big crowd on hand. What does that mean for you in growing this program when you get such a big crowd to come to your home opener?
Well, I think people. Once people attend a men's volleyball match, I think they want to go back. And a lot of people may not have seen it. We're the only collegiate program really in the Southwest, and so we get a team like SC to come to town. There's obviously some great interest in the match, and so I think we took advantage of that. And our administration did a really great job of promoting it. And people wanted to come out and really see, I think, more what we were made out of. I think they knew what they were going to get out of SC, and I think it was an entertaining match. And I think we'll get some people back for our matches in the future.